And there it is, folks. Block number 923,999, which marks 95% of all the Bitcoin that will ever exist now exists. So if you own a piece of Bitcoin, then you own a piece of the most scarce asset known to man. It's kind of a big deal when you understand true artificial scarcity. So that block came in really fast. Let's look at which pool hit that block. AntPool. And there you have it, folks. There's a milestone right there. 95% of the Bitcoin now exists already and is held in unspent transactions, UTXOs, in one wallet or another. Hopefully you've got some in your wallet. Let's go through some quick fun facts. Of course, there's a 21 million supply cap on Bitcoin, which follows a predictable supply schedule. 95% exactly at that block number 923,999. Crazy. Also, just crazy times right now with all the price action. It's amazing that people are selling off this asset when it's the scarcest asset known to man. In any case, we've had 4 halvings. This is the 5th epoch, and we're looking at another halving in 2028 when the block subsidy goes from 3.125 Bitcoin, which is the new Bitcoins getting hit with each one of these blocks, and it gets halved. 3.125 gets halved to 1.5625, and it keeps getting scarcer from there every 4 years following that certain schedule. Of course, the first epoch, it was 50 Bitcoins, then 25 Bitcoin block subsidy in the second epoch, then 12.5, then 6.25. That's when I started mining. And here we are in the 5th epoch with 3.125 new Bitcoins getting created with each and every block. The last 5% of the supply will trickle out as it gets scarcer and scarcer, and it will take over 100 years to get to the last Bitcoin mined in 2140, and that's about 115 years. A long time, folks. There's over 1 million lost coins, if you include Satoshi's coins, and that doubles down on true scarcity. The scarcest asset only becomes scarcer. This is going to probably fuel demand as people learn more about Bitcoin, as people engage in conversation about this 0 to 1 innovative asset, the apex asset, which appears to be eating finance. If you hold Bitcoin, you hold hope and the scarcest asset known to man. The only asset which you cannot create more of. Interesting that Bitcoin's about even. It's within 1% of where it started year to date, but 6 months down 8%, 3 months down 19%, and hovering around the very critical price level of 95. Some people feel like we're going off a cliff. Other people feel like it's a massive buying opportunity. But if your time horizon is long, then could be a great opportunity to stack cheap sats. And that's what I do by mining, because efficient mining is effectively dollar cost averaging at a discount, not to mention that there can be tax benefits as well to hardware ownership. I wanted to bring up Clark Moody, great site, and you can see here that 95% coming in hot today. 99.99, where 99% of all the supply. Also a date to keep an eye out for in early 2035 is when it's predicted. That means you've got less than 10 years to get some Bitcoin before 99% of all the Bitcoin exists and you may not be able to get any. We are currently about 25% off the all-time high, which was 41 days ago. Interesting times to be in Bitcoin. I'm Colby, the Bitcoin Miner Plug. Feel free to subscribe, smash like if you are interested in Bitcoin content, smash dislike if you're a shitcoiner and you want to have fun staying poor. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.